Hey, what's going on everyone? This is iReviews back with another video, and today we're talking about the latest release from Apple, and that is of course iOS 26.3, the latest update released to the public, which even though it is not a big update in terms of features and changes, it is, in my opinion, the best update that Apple has released to date to iOS 26. It is just amazing, and if you have updated to iOS 26 and now you're on iOS 26.3, you will notice the difference between all the other versions of iOS 26 and iOS 26.3. It is actually just amazing, and let me show you guys here what I'm talking about. Now, first of all, the performance is great. If you're on iOS 26.3, you will notice that the animations are very smooth, the performance is really fast, and of course the performance also shows in numbers. So this is the Geekbench test right here on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. It is at 3013 on the single core score, while we have a multi-core score of 7713, which is really great. Again, it is great on tests here, it shows great in numbers, but it is also really great when it comes to everyday use. Again, very fast, very smooth, and also very stable. Now, you don't actually need a fast device, a smooth device with a lot of cool animations if you don't really have good battery life. And this is probably one of the very rare occasions where you will update your iPhone and you will actually notice the difference in battery life. And you can see right here. So just take a look at this chart right here. Now, this device is currently on the first beta of iOS 26.4, and it has been there since Monday. But notice the difference here. So you can see on Sunday, we're on iOS 26.3. 8 hours 20 minutes with 131% of battery charge. And then here, 7 hours 30 minutes with 164. Of course, this is a beta 1, but you can see right here that actually the difference is huge. And you can see these times that I've gotten right here with iOS 26.3 are actually really great. And this is a battery with the battery health at 83%. Which means that, of course, if you have a newer battery, it will show even better. So you will have way better results. And comparing it to the first beta of iOS 26.4, which hopefully will be improved in the next betas, it looks like really different. Now, the case I'm making here is that iOS 26.3 actually has been really good on battery life since beta 1, and taking a look at iOS 26.4, it is actually really concerning the battery life that I'm getting with this device on the first beta. Not talking about iOS 26.4, as you probably know, Apple has released its first beta this week, and it's really interesting to see what they will do, whether they will release a second beta this upcoming week or not, even though I believe that we might have a week of a pause. Usually Apple, with the first couple of betas, will go on a 2-week schedule. So we might see on March the 2nd, the second beta of iOS 26.4 if they don't release this week, which hopefully they will, because in terms of features and changes, this update is actually really good, and it has a lot to offer. Now, also, Apple has stopped signing iOS 26.2.1, so currently the only iOS software update being signed is iOS 26.3. Usually when Apple does this, it means one thing: there is a smaller update coming out really soon, so prepare yourselves to see an update of iOS 26.3.1 to come out in the next weeks, most likely towards the beginning or the middle of the March. We will see iOS 26.3.1 released to the public. That month, of course, the March, should be filled also with updates of iOS 26.4, the new betas, and I would expect to see like the RC of iOS 26.4 towards the end of the March. Most likely the 23rd or the week of the 30th of March should be the RC, and then the final release of iOS 26.4, I believe it will be the first week of April, which will be actually a great update. And in terms of features and changes, most likely this will be the biggest update to iOS 26.26, with of course a ton of new features and changes. Hopefully they will manage also to release the new Siri features, which with the first beta are not here, but let's wait and see what will happen in the next betas until the final release. So that is it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and you found it helpful. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you on the next one.